You're watching The Anger Channel, TAC, the network that keeps you from acting like a real jerk when you're feeling mad.
Yow!
Everybody gets angry. I know I do.
Me too.
Hey, it's a normal part of life on planet Earth.
But you might not handle your anger all that well. Things can get out of hand.
And that can make anger seem pretty confusing.
And frustrating.
Even kind of scary.
And worse, how you react when you're angry leads to consequences that go way beyond those first feelings.
Hey, but don't sweat it. We're here to help you figure out what you can do about it.
We'll break it down for you. First, we'll show you how different people get angry at different things and how to clue into anger warning signs.
Then we'll show you how different people react when they're mad, what those actions can lead to, and how to work it through constructively.
We're also going to give you a chance to try out what you've learned so you can be ready to control your anger before it controls you. Okay, so it's all right to get mad.
Right. Your mood can be affected by a lot of stuff you can't control. Friends, your family, even the weather.
As you can see, we've got an anger front moving in, which means you can expect to feel fair to partly angry, with scattered fuming and occasional outbursts towards mourning.
When you're mad, you're mad. You're going to feel the way you feel, but how you act is entirely in your hands.
You don't want to lose control. For one thing, it won't solve anything.
Right, and your behavior affects the way people think about you and react to you. If feeling angry and acting angry are two different things, what can you do to handle the way you act? Well, first you need to know what gets you mad.
Everyone has things that make them mad. Let's call them anger triggers.
Next on The Anger Channel, it's Anger Triggers. Watch as real live stuff gets you real live mad.
Bad moods, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad moods, what you gonna do? How you gonna deal with your bad moods,
Catch is, what triggers anger in one person might not bother the next guy.
There are no hard and fast rules.
That's why you have to pay close attention to what sets you off.
I get mad when anybody bosses me around.
I get mad when I get teased.
What gets me mad is when my sister takes my things. I hate that.
I get angry when I lose a game.
I get really mad when my friends call me Freckleface.
What makes me angry is when kids cut in line.
I hate it when kids call me Bigfoot.
I hate it when my parents treat me like a baby.
But what gets you angry might not mean as much to someone else.
I hate when people interrupt me right in the middle.
That doesn't bother me. It's going back on a promise I hate.
See, different kids, different reasons to get angry.
And talking about reasons to get angry, watch this. Sean McNeilis, Marcus Rufo, and Carl Thomas are on the basketball team. They're all good players, but Carl's a hotshot. And he's always riding the other guys. That doesn't bother Marcus, but it really triggers Sean's anger.
Thanks, McNellis. Nice move. Hey, tell me something. Would your grandmother teach you how to play like that? Just lay off the ball. Oh, hey, here comes Granny now.
Yeah. You want to hold my teeth with me while I blow you away?
Uh-oh. Here we go, folks. McNellis has got the ball. Everybody get ready. Brick!
You jerk! You all right, man?
Yeah. Check it out.
Carl's wisecracks rolled right off Marcus, but Sean got mad, and his concentration was shot.
Two different kids, two different reactions.
Everyone has different anger triggers, but here's the thing. If you know your anger triggers, you can try to avoid them.
Or learn to deal with them and face them head on with confidence.
So, how do you know when you're about to get angry?
You have to recognize your anger cues. The physical changes that your body goes through that let you know you're getting mad.
Coming up on The Anger Channel, it's Anger Cues, where the doctors at High Dudgeon General face the worst case of getting bent out of shape they've ever seen. The physical symptoms? You breathe quicker, your throat tightens up, you clench your teeth, your muscles tense, you speak faster and louder than normal, your heart beats faster, your face gets flushed.
But doctor, what do these symptoms mean?
They mean you're steamed.
The best thing you can do is listen when your body tells you that you're getting angry. Maybe then you can head off trouble before it starts.
So, the first step to handling your anger is knowing when you get mad and how it feels. Okay, let's wrap this up with TAC's own Adore.
Let's get this started. Don't worry, anger's normal. When people get on you, they're rude, even the storm will. Make you mad, this happens every day. That's why TAC's here, to show you the way. To keep yourself together, to learn how to figure what makes your blood boil. To know your anger triggers. With Adore, it's time to roll. We'll all learn self-control to make a better you. Digging out of every hole. When your heart starts thumping, your hands start to sweat. Recognize your anger cues and try not to lose it all together. You don't have to scream and shout to say, I got this in control, and start to work it on out.
Okay, it's time for a station break so you can check out your own anger triggers and anger cues.
And when you're finished, we'll be back.
That's right. The Anger Channel will be back. You're tuned to the Anger Channel.
So, you've got an idea of what gets you mad. Your anger triggers.
And the messages your body sends when you feel mad. Your anger cues.
Now, let's talk about reactions. You know, how you react when you're mad can make the situation better or worse.
In other words, what you do about your anger has consequences.
Angry behavior can have some pretty bad consequences. But how you act has more to do with habit than anything else.
Habits that you've probably picked up from watching the way people around you act when they're mad.
But that's the good news, because habits can be changed.
So, when your anger is triggered, you're going to react in some way. And the way you react is called your anger style.
Next on the Anger Channel, it's House of Anger Styles. Today's show features 3 anger styles: acting out, displaced anger, and ignored anger. Style number 1, acting out, features Sean McNellis.
When you get angry and your reaction goes over the top, it's called acting out. Okay, say like your little brother messes with your baseball cards and you end up screaming at him or pushing him around. That's acting out.
It happens for some because instinct says to come on strong when angry. It's been that way since caveman days, and that's what a lot of people still do.
But that can cause someone to come back at you just as strong.
Remember Sean, the basketball player? He reacted to Carl's put-downs by acting out.
Yeah, hey, check it out. Hey, think fast, McNellis. The way to slam it at practice yesterday. The brilliant assist by Marcus here. That wall didn't know what hit it.
Carl, you ever get tired of hearing your own voice?
Okay, but remember? Oh, what a joke.
Cut it out, man.
Okay, but airborne into the wall.
I said cut it out!
Fight!
Okay! Rest of you guys, get inside and warm up. Sean, didn't I warn you about fighting?
Yeah, but Coach, Carl started it.
I don't care who started it. You're suspended from today's game. The 2 of you.
Yeah, but Coach.
Let's go, boys.
Bad news. Not exactly in control of his anger.
Did you catch Sean's anger trigger and anger style?
And the consequence? Let's go to the videotape.
The trigger? Carl's put-downs.
Oh, what a joke.
Cut it out, man.
Okay. Airborne into the wall.
Reaction? Sean acted out.
I said cut it out!
Fight! The consequence? Suspension from the game.
You're suspended from today's game. The 2 of you.
Yeah, but Coach.
Let's go, boys.
I'm not surprised that Sean got angry, but his reaction was to start a fight, and that only made things worse. Nothing was solved, and Sean's still angry.
And that was only the beginning.
I'm out of the game. I could hear. I don't believe this. You should have thought of that before you lost it, Sean. When Carl starts in on you, why can't you just tune him out? I don't know. Yeah, well, know this. We're down our 2 best players, and we'll probably blow the whole game. Now we're gonna get killed.
Acting out by fighting or by trying to get even only makes people think you're trouble or out of control. Basically, someone to avoid.
If you can't control your anger, you can end up with a bad rep.
Anger style number 2, displaced anger, starring Vanessa Mitchell.
Displaced anger is when you get mad at someone, but take it out on someone else.
It's like if you're angry at your parents for something, but snap at your best friend for no reason. Your friend's done nothing wrong, but you take it out on him because he's there, and he's an easy target. That is displaced anger.
It's really an unfair thing to do, and it doesn't solve anything. Case in point, Vanessa Mitchell. There's a boy in Vanessa's class that she kind of likes. It's Marcus. But she'd die if she thought he knew. So Vanessa's only told her friends Amy and Maria.
Hi. How was the test?
Hey, Amy. Maria.
Hi, Marcus. Oh, Marcus, are you coming to my party on Friday night?
Yeah, it sounds cool, but I kind of told my older brother that I watched the game with him. You know, some of the guys are going to be over.
So come over after the game.
Not if it goes into overtime and then, you know.
But Vanessa's gonna be there, and she'll be real disappointed if we don't show.
So what time does the party start?
7.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be there. Hi.
Hi. You guys, wait. You ready for Friday night? Well, the question is, are you ready for Friday night? What? Oh, there's my mom. Wait. What is up with you? Marcus says he's coming to the party, and he wasn't going to until I told him you wanted him there. Bye. What did she say to him? Did you two tell Marcus I like him? Not me. All I asked was if he was coming to the party. Then yeah, Amy did kind of say you wanted him there. And you let her. What could I do? I didn't know what she was going to say. I thought you were my friend. How could you do that? Do what? I didn't do anything. Well, you should have. You should have stopped her. Well, what did you want me to do? Shove her into my locker? You are not my friend. Well, you don't have to come to my party.
Okay, let's break it down. The trigger? Hearing what Amy told Marcus.
Marcus says he's coming to the party, and he wasn't going to until I told him you wanted him there. Bye. What did she say to him? Did you two tell Marcus I like him?
The reaction? Vanessa displaced her anger. She took it out on Maria.
And you let her. What could I do? I didn't know what she was going to say. I thought you were my friends. How could you do that?
And the consequence? Maria got mad and let Vanessa have it.
You are not my friend. Well, you don't have to come to my party.
Nothing solved here. Just friends mad at each other.
Anger style number 3. Ignored anger, starring Matt Vogel.
When you hold your anger inside, or even worse, pretend to yourself that you're not mad, that's called ignored anger.
Ignoring or avoiding your anger leads mostly to things that can hurt you.
That's what Matt found out. Matt really wanted to get a good part in this year's school show, so he worked extra hard on his audition song and tried out for the lead. When the cast list went up, Matt's name was on it, but in a much smaller part.
Harvey Johnson?
Who's Harvey Johnson?
Isn't that the doofus role? Nice going, Vogel.
Oh, cut it out, Carl.
Matt, can I speak with you for a minute?
Sure.
I just want you to know I think you did great at auditions. In fact, you made my decision very difficult. It was between you and Michael Banks, and since he's new to the school, I thought we should cut him a break. Maybe he'll make some new friends.
Sure. Great.
Thanks, Matt. Good work.
Matt, you must be so mad. I mean, you killed yourself for that lead.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
I can't believe you're not mad. I'd be fuming.
Whatever.
Everyone on stage, let's hurry up. This is our last rehearsal. Everyone looks terrific. Maria, your skirt's awesome. How do you feel?
Great.
Great. Okay, let's get on your mark.
I just love dress
started,
rehearsals.
okay?
I'm
A
so
lot
pumped.
of energy. I want you to
You look down. You've been moping around for days. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. Let's go. We've got to get into position. Conrad Birdie! Conrad Birdie! Conrad Birdie!
Everybody freeze. Matt, downstage.
No, I'm okay, Mrs. Stratton, really.
I'm sorry.
I know you're sorry, but this is the last day of rehearsal. You really should have your lines and blocking down cold. You didn't have that much to learn.
Tell me about it.
Look, once you accept a part, I expect you to focus.
Yeah? Well, then give it to someone else, because I quit.
Matt was angry that he didn't get the part he wanted, but he bottled up his anger, and look where it led. The trigger? Mrs. Stratton's casting decision.
It was between you and Michael Banks, and since he's new to the school, I thought we should cut him a break. Maybe he'll make some new friends.
The reaction? Matt ignored his anger and got kind of down and mopey.
You look down. You've been moping around for days. What's wrong?
Nothing.
And the consequence? He lost it at the worst possible time.
Yeah? Well, then give it to someone else, because I quit.
When you ignore your anger, it can come out in other ways. They could be physical, like headaches or stomach aches.
Or emotional, like anxiety or depression.
Or you could just bottle it up and finally explode, like Matt did.
Instead of solving your problems, these anger styles only make things worse.
The truth is, if you don't deal with your anger constructively, people are going to start to think less of you.
And when that happens, it gets harder and harder to have a good opinion of yourself. And that's really important.
Yeah. Okay, time to wrap it up with our very own ADOR, Adore.
CAC. Your mind is so deep, you got it all up there on file. It's time to pull some out, let's go through your anger styles. There's always consequences, some bad like acting out. You might get yourself in trouble, use your brain, no doubt. Don't react out of hand, stay calm, you can. Stop and think it through, then you take a better stand. Take your problems out on people, that leaves a bad taste. That style is displaced anger, and that's just a waste of your time and good friends. Remember, know your anger cues. You gotta get it out. Ignored anger, please don't choose. Always own your anger, it helps you keep your senses. Remember what we say, behavior has consequences. So hold your head high, make a smile from a frown. Get down with TAC and spread the message all around. I'm in control. I'm in control.
Okay, time for another station break so you can take a look at your own anger styles.
Stay tuned to the Anger Channel. We'll be right back. You're tuned to the Anger Channel.
Okay, when you know your anger triggers and anger cues, it's easier to deal with your feelings and reactions because you know what's causing them.
And knowing how you react, your anger styles,
and what it can lead to, the consequences, gives you a better chance of handling your feelings because you know what's coming and you can do something about it.
that's what we're up to right now, dealing with angry feelings.
Coming up on the Anger Channel, it's deep feelings. Hey, I get mad, you get mad, but we know that's okay.
Sean, Vanessa, and Matt all have a hard time dealing with their anger.
When Carl put Sean down, he lashed out.
When Amy embarrassed Vanessa, she dumped her anger on Maria.
When Matt felt he was getting a raw deal, he bottled up his anger, got depressed, and then went ballistic.
But there are strategies that could have helped them handle their angry feelings.
For one thing, when you feel mad, it helps to cool off. Try taking a break so you can calm down. Put some time between feeling mad and taking action. Count to 10, or walk away if you have to.
Use your anger cues, your physical changes, to help you focus or regroup. For instance, if you feel your face getting hot or you start talking really, really fast, just stop and take a few breaths. Or pick something to look at for a few seconds.
While you're chilling your body out, you can also clear your head by using what's called calming self-talk. Here's how it works. Instead of letting your head fill up with negative thoughts like, what a jerk, or I'll show him, or everything is ruined.
Try thinking positively, like, I can handle this, just calm down. It's not so bad.
Let's start with Vanessa and see how she could have handled her anger.
Well, Marcus says he's coming to the party. And he wasn't going to until I told him you wanted him there. Bye.
What did she say to him? Did you two tell Marcus I like him?
Not me. All I asked was if he was coming to the party. Then yeah, Amy did kind of say you wanted him there. I I mean, she just did it, okay? It's not like if I could stop her. Okay, chill. I can deal with this. Look, I didn't say anything. I promise. Look, I just gotta think this through, okay? Okay, bye.
Instead of jumping all over Maria, Vanessa concentrated on calming herself down. That gave her a chance to think, to size up the situation.
Vanessa put it down on paper. That helped her sort out how she was really feeling.
And it bought her the time to think about how to work out her anger.
Amy, we need to talk.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, I felt really embarrassed that you told Marcus that I wanted him to come to the party, and I am really mad at you.
I was only trying to help out. I knew how you wanted him there.
But I swore you to secrecy about me liking Marcus. How can I ever trust you again?
Vanessa, I'm really sorry. I messed up big time. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And I promise this will never happen again. Still friends? Please?
Okay, still friends.
Nice. It's good to tell how you feel to the person who's making you angry.
It can help you get your angry feelings out, and it lets the other person know how you feel.
That may help them change what they do. That's what you're really after.
You know, sometimes anger can be channeled into a change for the better.
You can take action to turn your angry feelings around. Do something positive. Try an activity that makes you feel good about yourself and your abilities.
Check out what Sean could have done.
Yeah. Hey, check it out. Hey, think fast, McNellis. Hey, way to slam it at practice yesterday. For a brilliant assist by Marcus here. I'm sure that wall didn't know what.
Hey, Carl, you ever get tired of hearing your own voice?
Okay. Cut it out. But what a choke. Whatever. Hey, McNellis, I'm talking to you. McNellis!
Sean felt his muscles tense, which cued him that he was getting mad. So he walked away and then poured his angry energy into warming up instead of fighting.
And it paid off.
Good game! Come on, good game! Good game! All right.
Sean, man, you were in the zone, right, Carl?
Yeah.
Man, I've never seen you rebound like that before.
Good game all around, boys, and especially for Mr. McNellis.
Way to go, Sean. Sean couldn't change Carl, but he could change his reaction, and it worked out.
Another way of cutting your anger down to size is to talk it out with a friend or an adult that you trust. Explain how you feel about the situation as calmly as you can. Watch how it helped when Matt talked it out with Maria.
Matt, this is totally unfair. You must be so mad. You killed yourself for that lead.
What can you do?
I can't believe you're not mad. I'd be fuming.
Yeah, you're right. It's the worst. I don't want to play that other part.
So, you don't have to do it.
I guess not.
Not if you're going to be miserable. And tons of other kids will take it. Just talk to Miss Stratton about it.
You think?
Yeah.
Talking with Maria convinced Matt to do something about his feelings instead of ignoring them.
Mrs. Stratton, could I talk to you for a second?
Sure, Matt.
I'm really mad that I didn't get the part. After I've worked so hard and all, and you said I was good, I guess I just don't think it was fair.
I can understand that. I really want to give Michael a chance. But you're very good, Matt, and there are going to be other shows.
Yeah, but I really don't want this part. I guess I just don't want to be in the show.
Look, Matt, that would really be too bad. But I won't give you a hard time if you decide you want to drop out. Just take a day to think about it, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Sometimes you get into a situation that can't be resolved. When that happens, make the choice to accept that anger isn't going to change anything. It's tough, but that's life.
Matt's honesty might not have changed the situation, but he handled his anger and dealt with his problem. His anger didn't control him.
Okay, we've talked about how to handle your own anger, but how do you handle someone else's? I mean, when someone's mad at you.
Next on the Anger Channel, it's the true story of actual kids who stop being polite and come at you like all angry, dude. In the real world, the real mad world.
Amy was on a committee at school that was earning money for a class trip, and she'd been assigned to a pretty important job. She was in charge of placing an order for T-shirts as the final push to raise funds. Only something went wrong with the order.
Hi, are these the T-shirts?
Amy, you messed up big time.
Why? What did I do?
The shirts were supposed to be in the school colors. Red shirts, white letters. But you didn't check the colors off. So we got white shirts with black letters.
That's impossible. Oh, no. I sent in the scratch copy instead of the final form. These are just my notes.
Great! We spent all the money we made from the bake sale and the car wash on these stupid shirts. We are down to nothing thanks to you.
When you're up against an angry person, the first move is the same as when you're dealing with your own anger. Stay in charge.
Try to help them to cool down. If it's your fault, say you're sorry. Apologizing ought to help.
Next, put the focus on solving the problem. If they seem willing to work out the problem, great, go for it.
Ask them for their ideas first. If they're busy solving the problem, they won't have time to think of new ways to take it out on you.
If they can't or won't come up with anything, try tossing out your own ideas until you hit on something you both can live with.
Tony, I'm really, really sorry. It was an accident.
Amy, that's not going to cut it.
I know. I should have paid closer attention. Is there anything we can do?
Well, we can't fix them.
Do you think we could still sell them?
Well, who's going to want white shirts? I mean, even if we dye them or something, we can only have one of the school colors.
Or maybe...
What?
Down in art, we did that tie-dye project last month. Remember?
Yeah, so?
Well, how about if we did that?
Yeah, that could work. And tie-dye's even better. Hey, guys, how about if we tie-dye?
Let's go through that one more time. Since it was Amy's fault, she made it a point to apologize. That helped take the edge off of Tony's anger.
Tony, I'm really, really sorry. It was an accident.
Then, Amy got Tony involved in solving the problem by asking him what he thought they could do.
Is there anything we can do?
That got Tony thinking about something other than how mad he was.
Who's going to want white shirts? I mean, even if we dye them, we can only have one of the school colors.
Which led the both of them to a solution.
Yeah, that could work. And tie-dye's even better. Hey, guys.
Just remember, even when you're not at fault, you're shooting for the same goal. A win-win solution.
Learning how to handle your anger is just like anything else. It takes practice.
Okay, it's time to wrap it up with the Anger Channel's very own Adore.
Let's get right to the point, own your anger all the time. Always cool off, take your time, use your mind. You could always walk away, count to 10, calm yourself. Take a deep breath, that's even good for your health. Common self-talk, so you know what's best for you. When you cool off, the right thing then you can do. Time to think it through, put it all down on some paper. Talk it out with a friend, your family, your favorite neighbor. Always keep it real, tell how you feel. Take positive action, that's the deal. Sometimes things happen that we want to rearrange, even though sometimes it's hard. Accept what you can't change. Stay calm, stay in charge. When you're wrong, apologize. It makes you feel good, soon you realize. Focus on the problem, toss out the ideas. Soon you'll find the answer that makes it all clear. TAC.
Now it's time for a station break.
Why don't you try your hand at handling anger? Then we'll stop back and we'll wrap it all up.
Yeah. We'll be right back. How many times am I going to have to say that? You're watching the Anger Channel. And now it's time for the big wrap-up.
It's time for the final wrap-up.
And now, one more time, Adore.
Let's sum it all up. Let's get this started. Don't worry, anger's normal. When people get on you, they're rude, even a storm will. make you mad. This happens every day. That's why TAC's here to show you the way to keep yourself together, to learn how to figure what makes your blood boil, to know your anger triggers. With the doors, time to roll. We'll all learn self-control to make a better you. Digging out of every hole. When your heart starts thumping, your hands start to sweat. Recognize your anger cues and try not to let to lose it all together. You don't have to scream and shout and say I got this in control, and start to work it on out. Your mind is so deep, you got it all up there on file. It's time to pull some out. Let's go through your anger styles. There's always consequences, some bad one acting out. You might get yourself in trouble. Use your brain, no doubt. Don't react out of hand. Stay calm, you can. Stop and think it through, then you take a better stand. Take your problems out on people, that leaves a bad taste. That style is displaced anger, and that's just a waste of your time and good friends. Remember, know your anger cues. You gotta get it out. Ignore anger, please don't choose. Always own your anger, it helps you keep your senses. Remember what we say, behavior has consequences. So hold your head high, make you smile from a friend. Get down with THE and spread the message all around. I'm in control. I'm in control. Let's get right to the point, own your anger all the time. Always cool off, take your time, use your mind. You could always walk away, count to 10 to calm yourself. Take a deep breath, that's even good for your health. Common self-talk, see you know what's best for you. When you cool off, the right thing then you can do. Time to think it through, put it all down on some paper. Talk it out with a friend, your family, your favorite neighbor. Time to keep it real, tell how you feel. Take positive action, that's the deal. Sometimes things happen, we want to rearrange. Even though sometimes it's hard, accept what you can't change. Stay calm, stay in charge. When you're wrong, apologize. It makes you feel good, soon you realize. Focus on the problem, toss out the ideas. Soon you'll find the answer to make it all clear. TAC. TAC. TAC.
By choosing to handle your anger, you take responsibility for yourself and how others see you.
And that puts you in control.
Thanks for watching the Anger Channel. And don't forget to visit the TAC website at mad.com.down. Get it? Calm down. Anyhow, more non-stop irritation coming at you on the world's first network devoted to anger 24 hours a day. Trust me, it's a great place to get rid of a grudge.